Well, that was a fugly workout. Got stuck playing. Well, I didn't get stuck. I signed up for a poker tournament, and it lasted hours and hours. And I finally bust out sometime after 8:30, I think. Still wanted to go do the evening miles, so went out and did 7 times 5 minutes, and it was pretty dang slow. So this morning I was up 6 o'clock, did a little spin on my bike to warm up, then went out and did 7 times 10 minute walk. 17:25 pace, which for me, since it's a year since my getting out of the hospital for the heart failure, I was pretty happy with it. I'm pretty still beat up from my Vegas weekend. Unlike most Vegas weekends, it didn't involve drinking or gambling, just watching people go around and around in circles. So then this evening, like I said, I went out and I just did this, and it was slower than the morning workout, and this was just 7 times 5 minutes, but just felt terrible. But it's the way it is. Still got the workout in, and that's kind of the Strava stuff. My Fitbit, I was kind of happy that I got some sleep last night after not sleeping very much on Thursday night, Friday night, or Saturday or Sunday for the most part. So you can check them out. Still had my resting heart rate still kind of high at 56. That's an average course. And then today didn't really get my heart rate up very much when I was working out. It's a problem with medication I think I'm on. Just can't get my heart going. And then of course last night got in a 5 hour sleep. Was up at 4:30. And thankfully, I did take a little bit of a nap this afternoon. Sleep score is still kind of crappy, too. I used to get in the 80s and 90s. And then, of course, the exercise, showing a walk in the morning, walk in the evening. I really like how the Fitbit really does auto-detect pretty dang good. Water situation, trying to get it up, but I didn't have too much success today. Been trying to do 96, but I only got it in 64. So that's the old Fitbit data. Training Peaks looking good. 29 form, 108 fitness. I'm really trying to keep my mileage down. For years and years, I was doing 100-mile weeks, which means I was out there 30-plus hours a week, and I'm really trying to avoid doing that. In fact, I was thinking of doing the Race Across Tennessee again, which last year I got out of the hospital and did the Race Across Tennessee and back across Tennessee, that virtual one, my last. But you got to do 10.5 miles a day, and I really don't want to. I don't mind doing the mileage, but I don't want to feel like I have to do the mileage. And then I just kind of get into that mindset. In fact, I was playing around with the other day the idea. I'm thinking, wow, maybe I could do a triple crossing. But then I'm like, do I really want to do 15 miles a day? I can physically do it, but should I really be spending that much time? Being so slow, 15 miles is going to take, 4 hours a day and be kind of dumb. So I don't think I'm going to sign up, though I guess I've got a couple more days because the race starts on May 1st. So we'll see. Speaking of people going out and doing some crazy stuff, April 30th, the Trans Alberta FKT by David Proctor. He was wanting to run all the way around across Canada a year or two ago, but he got injured. And now, because of COVID, he's not allowed to leave his province. So he'll be starting off that. It'll be fun to follow him. He ran a great 3 days at Across the Years a few years ago to set the Canadian record. He was in the 6 day, but after the 3 days, he kind of backed off. So good to see that. And did some videos from my time at U.S. Track and Field. I like just letting Google make the videos. Here's some of the guys coming up on one of the first early laps. And like this news, it says that fully vaccinated people can engage in these outdoor activities without masks, walking, running, hiking, or biking alone or with members of your household. And I've been doing that all along because it doesn't really spread. And actually my whole family, even my kids they're in their late 20s now. And so good news on that, especially here in California, having lots of races, which I'm really glad to have. This young man has been running really great. Hobbs Kessler's 3:40, 46 in the 1500 over the weekend. It's number 3 all time, right behind Alan Webb and Jim Ryan. He closed in 56:06. Pretty spectacular performance there. Looks like he's running on a racetrack, like a car racetrack. So very interesting. And there's my poker tournament. I was working on my website and YouTube, that is, and playing a tournament. I came in 27th out of 1,000 people, so building up that bankroll. So that is about it for training day. Nothing spectacular, but that's the whole point. It's just to stay healthy, be boring, and hey, please subscribe.